Happy New Year's, guys. It's January 1st, so thought what better way to start the New Year's off than to do a little test. So I'm gonna do a 5K test run. I'm gonna start, hop on my bike. I'm gonna bike up to the trace, which is fortunately for me about a mile away. So I'm gonna get up there, get on a flat road and do a little warm up and then a 5K time trial. It's warm for January 1st. It's like 75 degrees, overcast, humid, so not really ideal. But we'll start off, we'll see how it is. We're gonna take this first block of the season to work on getting faster, so gotta start with a test, and yeah, we'll see how it goes. We'll check back in when I get up there ready to start the run. All right, so I made it up to the trace. About to do a little warm up and then get after it. Just finished 5K. It was pretty brutal. It was windy on the way out in my face, which I thought was gonna be good because it was gonna be on my back on the way back in. But wind at your back when you're running kind of just feels like it's hot. And it was hot and humid today, so that didn't really feel great. Also, it's interesting how you don't really notice the hills on the way out, but they look really big on the way back in. So 21:40-ish. I don't know exactly what a 5K is on my watch, so I went to 3.12 for 21:45. My goal was 7 minutes, 7-minute pace or less, so I'll have to look at my watch after this and see where we ended up. All right, guys, just wrapped up my 5K test just a little while ago and wanted to talk about the first principle of Iron Sharp coaching, and that is purpose. And having purpose in your training is going to be the #1 factor that determines your consistency and your success. And consistency is another piece that I'm going to touch on at a later date. But by far, the clients that I have that are most successful achieving their goals, whether that's body composition, whether that's fitness, CrossFit, Ironman, whatever the objective is with their sport, the most consistent are the ones that have the biggest purpose. And that doesn't have to be anything necessarily anything crazy. A lot of people who come in maybe want to get healthy for their kids or something, which is a big purpose. For me, fitness has always been a priority, and fitness has always been kind of an outlet for me. Not even an outlet, because it's not something that I use necessarily to escape. It is sometimes can be a stress relief, but it's something that I like to just seek out and see what's my potential. I feel like God has given me a capable and physical body, and so to not use that to its fullest potential would be wasting the gift that He's given me. And so I may choose different goals, and my purpose is just to explore fitness. And so it's not anything necessarily crazy. Yes, I do want to leave a legacy for my kids, and I want to teach my kids and teach those around me and influence those around me to be healthier. But it doesn't have to be anything crazy. But the people that I have that are most successful have a big purpose, and they know why they're doing what they're doing, why they're doing what they're doing, and that drives consistency and drive results in the long term. And so just like today is New Year's Day, it's really just like any other day to me, in the sense that I'm going to do some work, I'm going to do some training, I'm going to hang out with my family, I'm going to be purposeful with my family, and I'm going to do stuff with my kids. And that's another just part of the way I do things. My holidays don't vary that much in terms of what I do. Yes, I work a little bit less. But if you don't have purpose, then you're going to falter. You're either going to hit a wall when it comes to pushing through when things get hard, or you're just going to lose focus. You're going to skip a day because this gets in the way, then you're going to skip another day because this gets in the way, and sooner or later you've missed a week or two or even longer. So whatever you're doing, whatever you're training for, find purpose. Make sure you have purpose in that first, and using that as your driver, and using that as your kind of beacon for bringing you back to that whenever the tough gets going and you're getting into uncomfortable positions. And like during my 5K time trial today, again, just exploring my limits. I was by myself. It was overcast. It wasn't a very pretty day. Honestly, I didn't feel all that great. I slept good last night and woke up later than usual, so maybe that's why I didn't feel all that great. But I knew I had a specific goal in mind, and I wanted to achieve that. So even though I was out there by myself, I was able to push at least a little bit more and achieve that goal that I was hoping for. Now, if I had other people with me, and if it had been a pretty day, and if I felt better, yeah, I probably could have done a little bit better, maybe. But at the end of the day, it was a PR, and so I'll take it. So if you have that goal, or if you have that purpose, then you can push through those harder sets and those harder training sessions. And when you don't really feel like doing it, or you're just not really feeling up to it, then a lot of times you can push through that. Now, that's not always what you want to do. You don't always want to push through. If I was sick or if I felt that bad, then I wouldn't just want to get out there and still push as hard as I can on a 5K just because it's on the schedule. But I knew I had it in me, and so I went for it. And so just being smart and listening to your body, but that's a whole different topic. So have purpose, know why you're doing what you're doing, and that goes with outside of the training, why you're doing that, why you're training to serve your bigger purpose in life. Mine, again, is to somehow bring glory to God through using my my abilities. But it also means within your training. So know why you're doing the training that you're doing. Why does your progression look like it looks? Which I'm going to talk about in another video in a couple of days, of why I train the way I train as far as the periodization of it. And it's kind of a reverse periodization model in regards to long endurance sports. But whether it's training for me, or whether it's your own training, or whether it's training for another coach, know why you're doing. Have that coach, or whoever the coach is, walk you through why they're going through that approach. There's not necessarily a right or wrong. I like the saying, all models are wrong, but some are useful. So just because me and another coach may disagree doesn't mean that it's wrong. It just means that we're using two different ways to get there. And there's plenty of success. I'm not just making my own way up, even though it may seem like that sometimes. I'm getting it from other coaches and resources. And I know there's other coaches and resources that completely disagree with the coaches that I kind of follow. I see both sides of it. But yeah, have purpose, know why you're doing what you're doing, and keep the focus and the intensity that you have today on January 1st for the rest of the year, and you'll see good success and results with your training. Here's to 2022.